Hey peeps, I know it's been a while since we've last played Minecraft, so I figured let's do this. I'm not on the server as you can see because nothing has happened here, but I put the single player world on and put in the seed, and this is where I live currently, but of course there's a big wall here and it already has been done. If there's one thing I learned from Minecraft is that you always have to have a creative world seed of the same, of course, that your server is on, so you can try things that you won't be able to do in survival that easily. The biggest issue for me right now is I can't build for I can build for shit, honestly. If you've seen my other series, it's garbage. I took the courtesy of actually opening the world on the server, and this is how it looks like right now. We got that wall over here. Just like I said before, we still got those birthday cakes. We got a few of these things over here. There's going to be a world tour quite soon. I think that's the 15th episode or something. But I want to build a windmill over here, and there's a big problem. I don't know how to build, and you can pretty much see that already in how this looks. It's absolute hideous. I'm going to take this down and going to be building a new windmill. The problem is with this current windmill is that I didn't build it in creative before I started anything. I just did something from the top of my head. If you recognize this hill, there was a small cottage over here. It was I don't know what it was. I was planning on making it a storage, but now it's something else. It's going to be a windmill on top of a small hill, and I like the hill that I made for it, but it's just it's just I don't like the windmill itself. I'm like I said, I'm not that good at building, so we are going to be needing to have some inspiration and motivation to be able to keep doing this. Meanwhile, I'm going to wake up my fish. I thought my fish died, but apparently she was just taking a nap. I thought fishes didn't take naps, but apparently mine loves to play that. So the first thing I've learned is make a floor plan. I also learned this during my yacht building course, but for that we need materials. What materials are we going to be building with? Well, I actually love the spruce logs a lot, and I don't know what else. I was planning on working with brickstone too. I don't know why I picked infested brickstone. Oh, because it's the first one. This is stone. Oh, stone bricks. I was planning on building with regular oak planks too. This is just a color palette, of course. The details will come later on because we need the floor plan, and we need to go upwards afterwards. It's not going to be perfect because this specific area is different from the area in the server, but I'm going to try my best. I'm kind of curious if spruce logs actually work well with stone bricks and the rest of it. I mean, we can try it. It looks nice. It looks decent, to say the least. Well, it looks good. It looks good. I know that these two look good with one another. So spruce log over here, just to start off with. Then perhaps brickstone. I think it's better to work with these things, right? Because I don't feel like a windmill should be made out of stone. Let me check some inspiration in between. Most of the windmills I've seen have a wooden structure all along, but there's also quite a few windmills that have some sort of, you know, stone fundamentation, or stone, you know, a stone under. Let's just say that the lowest of low is the problem that I have with windmills mostly is that they are quite round structures, and if there's something that Minecraft doesn't allow you to do easily is round structures. I mean, I guess we can all know why. I think this is already bigger than the entirety of the platform I made, but it'll have to do, otherwise it won't help a single bit. So this is the foundation. It looks circular enough to me, but the problem I always have is when I go upwards. Especially with making our roof for things, you know, if the entire building looks nice, the roof still doesn't. Another problem I usually have is windows. Where do you build a window in a windmill? I just checked some other designs, and apparently they do have a few windows on the side. So maybe over here there could be a few maybe over here to spice some things up. There could be... No. No. There. And of course this is going to be the doorway. How tall does one section need to be, by the way? Now here comes the part where what I have always been dreading. I need stairs. I did something wrong, didn't I? I think I need to expand this one to over here because it's not showing up properly for me. Something is really wrong. You see, this is where the problem begins. Now I have a somewhat smaller structure where the windmill actually has to get off of. But I think that this is just too small already, because can you fuck off my property? I kind of fucked it up, but okay. I'm actually quite thankful I don't have to rearrange a lot, because it's mainly already just here. I only have to do the stairs. Why? Why? Why don't you just get out? For fucking once, just get out. I told you, roofs are my worst specialty. Or specialty? Specialty? That doesn't really matter, does it? They're both words in English. Sith Lords are our specialty. Well, roofs are not my specialty, I can tell you that right away. For those curious, this is not a how to build a windmill. Because if that would be the case, I would have already said that long before I started. That this would be a tutorial on how to build a windmill quite fast. I think that this is a tutorial for me on how to build a windmill. And just a fucking laughing montage for you guys. I'm so confused by this. Why is this one bigger than the other ones? Let me check the pattern real quick, because I can't do this. There is a tumor somewhere and I can't find it. Better now? I don't think so. Still looks weird. We can check. We can there's always a way to check this. Like this. And we got one over here. One over here. And we got one over here and one over here. And then we got one over here and one over here. What did I do wrong now? Oh, nothing. I just forgot that this... I think we all know why I hate roofs by now. Now I think about it, this isn't even the roof. This is just a secondary thingy. The second floor. How big should this be then? Should this be like this, or should it be higher? Because we need to be able to get the... You know, the thingy in front of the windmill. How do you call that? How do you call the thingy in front of the windmill? I know what they're called in Dutch, but let me check. Apparently they're called wicks. I don't know if that's the correct way to say it, or if it's correct at all, but according to Google Translate, that is the case. This is actually looking snazzy thus far. For something that I built, it's looking really well. I mean, say whatever you want, but I think it's going really well thus far. This is the smallest part. Here's where everything gets a little tricky for me, because the wicks are starting to get in now, and that's going to be a big problem, because wicks aren't the best thing to build, especially not as one of your first builds, because I usually just mine into a cave and just build my base there, because I can't build, like I said at the start. I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt that this actually looks snazzy. It doesn't look that bad in terms of, you know, being... It doesn't look that bad in terms of the form of it, the shape. The issue I got now is, do I need to build another one of these? I think that I just need to put a roof on it, because this is just useless if I continue this. Maybe a little bit smaller. Now it just looks too big. Now it just looks something like that. I think we got ourselves a form of a windmill, at least. This is the part that I hate. You have to put this thing in here in order to be able to put the wicks in properly. Otherwise, it looks like they are smashing into the windmill. Doesn't really look like a windmill, does it? I think I'm going to put wool. I feel like the wicks could be somewhat different, but for a building that I made, it looks decent. It looks really decent. Aside from the fact that the wicks look kinda hideous, I would say job well done. For my taste. But there's just one big problem that I have is, how am I going to fix this? Because this looks awful. Am I just going to be putting another wall over here? Would this do? If I just put some, maybe some spruce planks or something? Maybe put that over here? Maybe it looked like a... Well, I mean, I don't want to say too much. Okay, I think I'm going with this for now at least. This is just going to be the entirety for what it is right now, and the decoration will come later. I mean, it's not the worst windmill I've seen, but it's not the best either. I'm just looking at this top, like it's either it's too big or it's too small. Because if you do this, it's like, oh, okay, maybe that'll. But I love the shape. I love the shape of the building itself. The wicks, I can't be bothered with it, but it looks, for a building that I've made, it looks decent enough. And I'm hoping that they are actually all just of the same size, but I think that I can fix that later on. And this is the 8th time I have to clear that weather. Can I do game rule, do immediate spawn to insomnia? I don't think there's a... Oh, the weather cycle. Okay, false. Okay, there we go. And I just realized that after ending the fucking episode. So, okay, guys, thank you as usual for watching, and hope you enjoyed me torturing myself for... How long has it been? For 45 minutes. This thing has cost me 45 minutes to make, so you better smash that fucking like button and subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next thingy. Hopefully not in the next tutorial.